And welcome back to another Tales of Tribute game. Picking Alessia first, as usual, and let's see what our opponent's going for. Reach and Eagles again. Reach and Crows again. No, it's Mora. So we have the first pick and Mora is in the field, so that's always something to be worried about, because Mora is one of the very snowbally patrons. If there's a good Mora card, we should pick it up. There are not any good Mora cards on the field, so yeah, let's go with Alessia first this time. Yeah, going first and having the Alessia power is so strong because your opponent can't use the Alessia power back. He's sort of forced to do other things. Because using the Alessia power back doesn't help him at all. It's like, oh boy, it's a very good Mora card going on there. So I think we want to focus on our economy pretty bad. I think it's reasonable to use Alessia power again, except we can't afford it. So let's do the next best thing and get rid of our Unsealed Glyphic. Now this is not something that you should normally do in a Mora deck. In fact, I'm not even sure that is something that is 100% correct. Basically, I really want the Unsettling Aura. I think that's very powerful, especially combined with other Mora cards. So I'm trying to rush for it by focusing extremely heavy on economy. And okay, so we did pick up the Unsettling Aura. I mean that was my entire goal, picking up the Unsettling Aura. So yeah, let's go for that. Briarheart Ritual is revealed, which is quite good for my opponent. He can make his deck smaller if he could afford it, but he can't. So that is also fine. So he used Alessia once, shuffles a single soldier into his deck. Does want to shuffle another one? That's entirely possible as well. Let's see what he decides to do. Enough power to kill my agent, so that's fine for him. He's gonna draw 6 power next turn, so that's something to worry about. My next goal is probably White Streak. Now my opponent used the Mora power to pick up the White Streak, means I got a White Streak too. So this is very interesting for my opponent. Now I think he's only drawing gold this turn. I think picking up an early Elder Witch is fine. And then we have one War Song left over to kill his Soldier of the Empire. Let's get rid of the... either Threads of Fate or Blackmail. Both are pretty nasty. Get rid of Soldier of the Empire and see what we go on next. I think I'd had a peek at his hand earlier that turn, and he's only going to draw gold. So what's he going to do with all this gold? That is the question. Make his deck smaller? I mean, he has a Bonfire and a Moonlit Illusion over there, so that's definitely going to help make his deck much more efficient. He does leave the Elder Witch alive, which is kind of annoying for him. Let's see, yep, Bubble Down buys both, that's fine. Now we got our Unsettling Aura plus Threads of Fate combo, so let's just go for that immediately. That gives us 6 power from the Unsettling Aura plus 3 more power from the Threads of Fate, so yeah, that's a massive power spike right there. Reach Witch to use one more turn. And the question is, what do we want to shuffle away? Maybe the shuffling away that Harvest Season was not correct, but... yeah, I'm not sure shuffling away that Harvest Season was correct. But anyway, we have just enough for Treasury, which is fine. I think we do need a little bit of economy in this deck. Our opponent was pressing the Treasury button a bit more than us anyway, so yeah, having a bit more economy is useful. Opponents might be using White Streak now, which means we're gonna White Streak his White Streak back, which is perfectly fine. And getting rid of the Elder Witch is always good for him. And let's see where we go from there. Now, our deck is better than our opponent's because we have Unsettling Aura. It's 4 power every time we play it. The draw aspect is pretty bad. Letting your opponent draw is pretty bad. I would like to pick up another... unfortunately, I'm not able to afford Grand Larceny for myself. I would like to pick up another Mora card at the very least. My opponent shuffles it away. Well, you know, yeah, that's basically what I was looking for. With the second Mora card, then our Unsettling Aura actually becomes good. And we find the third Mora card, which we can't really pick up. One thing to note is that Tithe is on the field, so Patron Victory is always an option for my opponent. The thing is, the current patrons on the field are very expensive to use. He needs to spend 4 gold on Alessia plus 3 gold on the Rajin plus Tithe. So, and his economy, like his economy is not that good. We don't have the super expensive cards yet. So let's see what we're thinking about right now. Power generation is pretty unremarkable. Pressing Lantern of Insight gives our opponent 2 gold next turn, which is always something to be slightly worried about. Let's try to draw into something good, maybe. Not really. Okay, we can Imperial Plunder and hopefully draw something that costs 7 gold. That's good. Another White Streak. Yeah, I think another White Streak is pretty good. We have a good amount of Alessia agents on our field right now. 1 Rebel, 1 Soldier. 2 White Streaks, so that is actually going to cause a lot of problems for my opponent, because he does have a couple of agents as well. And I'm not quite sure he would be able to handle all the white streaks. So yeah, he plays his own white streak, but I think it's reasonably likely we can get our next white streak if we use our reach power. Let's see how it goes first, because even if we don't, we have Unselling Aura to deal with it. Of course, Unselling Aura drawing card's not great, but let's see where we go from there. Basically, if we draw anything, we can get the Karth Manhunter as well, which would be quite useful. Instead, we get our Lantern of the Endless combo, which is also fine. We can go for that into Karth Manhunter, get rid of another card from our deck, generate a massive combo because of the Mora. The power of Mora is just really good. And we can kill both his agents. It costs us 4 power, which is a bit unfortunate, but it has to be done. So, double white streak plus if we get one more reach card, not one more Alessia card, we get the white streak combo. The question is, does my opponent have enough to kill both these white streaks next turn? It is possible because his deck is quite small. He has shuffled a lot of his deck away quite efficiently. And we see a Midnight Raid. Midnight Raid is very scary for both of us. I think getting a Midnight Raid is fine. Let's see, we gotta use white streak to kill his agents, it's fine, play the other white streak. Now the question is Imprisonment or Midnight Raid. I think Midnight Raid is pretty good, personally. Imprisonment is also pretty good though, so I'm going for the rush strategy. Perhaps I should have drawn a card first before doing that. No, because we used that. Yeah, okay, so not much to say. That was just I'm rushing him down because I have a Mora, because I have a 1 Mora combo in my deck, and it's better than my opponent's combo for sure. Jarring Lullaby is whatever. He got lots of gold. What's he gonna do with it? Buy a Hag Raven? That would be quite useful if he has one last card. What is his last card? White Streak? Wow, I'm really not sure what his last card is. Yeah, we're gonna pick up the Ink and Blood for sure. Because this will make our Mora combo slightly more reliable. White Streak to shuffle things back in. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, as you can see, Mora just gave me like 11 power in 1 turn. Which is pretty good, and we can probably draw a card and then maybe draw another card with Harvest Season and see what we go from there. Let's see what we got here, and an Ink of Blood. So that's the super combo. We managed to draw a super combo. Not much to say. I think we gotta kill both his agents, and we can sort of sit back and chill. I don't think I have a very strong urge to shuffle the Tavern right at the moment, and I'm just gonna watch my opponent kill my agents, which is also fine. Gets a nice combo with the Chainbreaker. Oh, very good combo with the Chainbreaker. If Crows were in the game, I'd be trying to win with Crows, but there's not many ways to generate power through the Patron abilities, so not much to say there. Eventually we're gonna draw. What I'm thinking here is that eventually we're gonna draw our Mora combo again. Our deck is pretty small and efficient. Shuffling into revealing another Mora card. This is not something my opponent wants me to get for sure. Picks up the Saint's Wrath because that will be very helpful against my agents. He got a good combo off going there, but now he's in very big trouble because he shuffled the library for me, which I must thank him for that, because he revealed the Chromatic Reservoir. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I'm not quite sure that shuffling the library was correct. Really not quite sure. Anyway, let's see where we go from there. So, and reveal Unfathomable Secrets, which is not something we want our opponent to get. That one is a lot of power. And he does have a Mora combo coming up. So that seems very straightforward. And we got a Mora card, got a Mora combo. This should push us over the 40 prestige limit. So let's see if my opponent can match me or not. He should pick up Threads of Fate. I think he's in... yeah, I think picking up Threads of Fate is very reasonable at this stage. Just for the extra 2 power, because he knows I got Mora coming up, and that's going to be very painful for him. So he just picked it up. I am really wondering what his last card is. Is it White Streak? Uses the Red Eagle power to draw a card, and then uses Red Eagle again to draw. That's minus 4 power for him. Now he's a lot further away from victory than he was last turn. Gets a White Streak combo off, which is good. That's plus 4 prestige. So, and Saint's Wrath for no value. Okay, well, we're gonna knock out 2 of his big agents, that's for sure. And let's see where we go from there. Unsettling Aura, Lantern of the Endless, that's more than enough. We can even have just enough to draw a card to see what we could draw into. Yep, these are all great. Let's use Red Eagle to throw away a bad card. Elder Witch, bye-bye. And yeah, we've got just enough power to do this. So, yeah, I think my opponent could still theoretically generate enough to match me this turn if he draws very well into a Mora combo, but my deck has some incredibly high powered Mora stuff going on right now, so it's not going to be easy for my opponent to do that. Plus, he also needs to deal with all my agents on the field, which he could have done with Saint's Wrath. At least that wouldn't have cost him any power. But now that he has to spend power to kill my agents, he is even further away from victory as a result. And he did have the Jarring Lullaby, kills both two of my big agents, but you know that's still not quite enough to match 45 prestige. So, yeah, and a Black Sacrament. But yeah, that was the game. Overall, Mora is very strong and very scary. Yeah, thanks for watching.